to Hope Tarot Daily. Today we are doing a pick a card tarot card reading, looking at your third party situation. We've got pick a card reading number 1, pick a card reading number 2, and pick a card reading number 3. We're looking for guidance. We're going to do a third party situation spread. We're looking for guidance. We're looking for insights. We're looking for your way forward in this complex situation. So let's just get on with today's tarot readings. All of the timestamps are down below. Private readings are always available. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. Welcome to your pick a card tarot card reading. Let's get you connected to the reading to begin with. I'm going to pull some charms, little signs and symbols from the universe that will just give you a sign that your angels are saying this is a message here for you today. So within a circle of protection, what charms are here for you? Let's pull some zodiacs. These can be sun, moon or rising of you or your person. We want to know all about your third party situation, any energy updates, and then we have some letters as well. As long as a couple of the charms all together resonate, although the more things that resonate, the more likely it is you're reading. So with the letters, they can be first name, middle name, last name, nickname, place names, job titles. If a word comes to mind, trust your intuition, believe in love. We have a wine bottle and 2 wine glasses, a big stretch cat. We have a Converse. Again, the more things that resonate, the more it's your angels and your guides saying, hey, there's something here for you. We've got a little green and yellow flower. We have Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer and Virgo. They can be sun, moon or rising. And then we have a tiny little carrot. Let's have a look at the letters. We have R, A, M, A, X, T, C, D, V, S, another X or a kiss at the end of a message. We have an A, L, and a U. And if they do resonate, you might want to take note to see if there's any words that are being spelled out. So let's get into it. Let's do a third party situation spread. What do you need to know about your third party situation? We're looking for an energy update, your pathways forwards. How is everyone feeling in this situation and all of the things? If you have a question in mind, think about it, put it in your mind's eye while I'm shuffling the deck. You've been brought here for a reason. If this doesn't resonate, maybe one of my other ones will. There's definitely a reason you've been brought here. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly for angels, offering us a circle of protection. Down this side is you. Down the middle is your person. And then down this side is the third party. And I always have the third party furthest away from you and closest to your camera. You are always on my left-hand side. Don't swap and change it all around. If it doesn't fit the way that it fits, then it's not for you. Don't force it. And then we have all of the connecting energy as well. Someone in this situation wants to get paid off so that they can move. And it's quite frustrating. And once they get paid off, because they want to move, they're going to be back for a little bit more money. And when they come back for a bit more money, the money's not going to be there. And it's not you, it's this situation over here. So in the recent past, you have the Empress, which is the love that you know that is here. You have the 9 of Wands reversed in the middle of you both. And then your person had the 6 of Swords reversed, which is a half-hearted energy, a temporary relief. I need to move, I need to get going, but I can't do it just yet. I need to wait, I need to do the things that I need to do. And the 9 of Wands reversed is a feeling of here we go again. It's a feeling of, do I have the energy for this? But you have the Empress. You have unconditional love for this person. On the other side of the, which is the third party, and I always call the third party the person that's furthest away from you. Whatever the technical things are, we don't need to get complicated. We have the High Priestess. And then in the middle of them both is the money, is the Eight of Coins. And it is very money focused over here. Now the High Priestess and the Empress, they're two very, very strong feminine energies. And I was going to say delicate, no, that soft, strong feminine energies. Like, you don't have to shout and scream. It's like you have confidence, they have confidence. With the High Priestess sat there to begin with the third party, it feels like whatever is going on, they're fully aware of everything, whether they've confronted anything or anything like that. But the High Priestess, they know, and they've known for a long time whatever this situation is, and they've known their place in it. And it feels like for a long time they're like, well, I'm not going unless I get paid. Not going unless I get paid. And your person in the middle of all this, it's very draining for them. There's a lot of baggage here that they can't necessarily leave in the past. But they want to be around you and everything. But it feels like in the recent past, the walls have been up a bit from your direction. The Knave of Wands for you at the moment is the loyalty that you have for this person, waiting to hear from them, waiting for good news to come in, and it's a frustrating situation. You have the Four of Cups reversed in the middle of you both, which is just feelings of sadness, feelings of being stuck, a feeling of just looking at this whole situation thinking, can't we just get on with it? Can't we just be happy now? Your person in the middle of all this has the Devil reversed, which is increased frustrations. The both of you are feeling very frustrated. And then the third party, it's like, yeah, I've got the Knight of Wands, I'll get moving. I'm happy to get moving, but pay me, pay me, pay me. It feels like they're not going unless they're paid off. But the interesting thing, though, is with that Knight of Wands, it feels like the third party does have the means. If no money goes in their direction, they do have the ability to get going without it, but it's a thing of pay me, pay me, pay me, pay me. Very money motivated, and it's for their own benefit. It's their own benefit. In the near future, you have the Queen of Cups reversed. Let's move that. We have the Chariot reversed for your person, which is a restless energy, wanting changes to come in. And then we have the Five of Swords in the middle of you both, which is this feeling of, with you having the Queen of Cups reversed, it feels like you being upset, you stepping back a bit. With the Five of Swords, sometimes I see it as, gosh, are they really going to just let me walk away? Are they really just going to let me drift away? With the Chariot reversed for your person, it's this feeling of a restless energy. They want to get moving, but I was going to say they can't, but then there's the thing, they can get moving, but they're going to have to really fight to get rid of this person. Again, the Knight of Coins, this person is saying, I want to get paid. But the thing is, they're getting paid at the moment. Whatever agreement is coming in at the moment, they should be happy with it. And I see the Knight of Coins of them coming back in again. I want more money, please. I want more money, please. And then in the middle of them both is the Ace of Swords reversed, which is the feeling of your person cutting them off. And like very firmly cutting them off. Going, no more money for you. No more money for you. That's not happening. Because you and your person needs to be okay as well. And the Five of Swords, it feels like your person's going to have to put their energy in making sure they're fighting for your connection. And it's almost like they don't have the energy to even argue with the third party anymore. It's like, no. And I think the third party is going to be quite shocked by that, because I don't think they have had the word no said at them. It's all been a bit of a half-hearted agreement. Okay, I'll just do what I need to do to get rid of you. that in the near future, the third party is going to be, no more, no more, no more. Let's do a long-term Celtic cross. What do we need to know about the long term after the money has gone through and after the payment's been made? What does your connection with your person looks like after that? If the third party is still around at that point, let them make themselves known. But we're mainly focusing on you and your person. Gonna split the deck into 4. So we have the Six of Cups as the first card for the Celtic cross, and I don't read reversals at my Celtic cross because it's all about the placement, and the Six of Cups is nostalgia, putting the past in the past and being able to move forwards. And then we have the Seven of Cups, a natural progression, but a little bit of emotional confusion. And that kind of makes sense with the Queen of Cups reversed in the near future for you. It feels like you assessing your emotions, you really figuring out how you truly feel, and you going through a phase of, are they really going to just let me walk away? Are they actually going to try and fix this? And it feels like your person coming back to you and being like, no, we need to fix it. I don't want to let go of you. But there's a confusion of, well, where do we go from here? What do we do now? Now that the third party's been paid off, yeah, they're going to keep coming back for more money, but they're not going to get it. And it feels like, well, what do we do now? This is everything we dreamed of. This is everything that we wanted, but where do we go? What do we do? How do we deal with it and process it? It's like an anticlimax in a way, or like, oh, okay, well, this is reality, back down to reality, where it's been up until that point, this waiting, this fighting, this, we're going to get there, we're going to get there, we're going to get there. And then it's this, oh, hang on a minute, we are here. What do we do with it? Around you both, we've got the Justice card, which is the dealings with the third party. There may be legal things having to come in if there isn't already legal processes going on, because the third party is going to keep coming back for money. They're going to keep coming back for money. And the Justice card is all about truth and integrity and laying everything on the table in front of a judge and making sure they have all of the information so they can make a good judgment on it. And it feels like you and your person having to be really honest with each other as well. Completely honest about how you're feeling, so that they can gauge what they need to do. Because it feels like your person's going to have to do a lot of work to win you back around, because it has been an upset and stuck situation for you. The path that you're both on is the Page of Pentacles, which is just the feeling of, okay, this is our beginning, we're going to have to start again. It can feel like, sometimes I see it as like starting university and being in the dorms and starting life and having all of your own things for the first time, and it feels like you two starting fresh and starting new and getting back to basics and rebuilding the finances and rebuilding where do we go from here? We can go anywhere, but it's also scary and daunting, you know. In recent past we have the Page of Wands, which is your card at the moment, the Knave of Wands, wasn't it? There's a natural loyalty here. The thing that's kept you both together is the loyalty that's there, and it's the kindness, and it's the passion, and it's the potential. Opportunities to come, we have the King of Wands, the card of self-made. The King of Wands sometimes comes from a place of hardship, and they really prove themselves. It feels like once the third party's been paid off, once they've been told, affirm, no more, you've got what you got, no more. It feels like that is when your person's going to be, okay, now we can begin. And they're going to bring more stability in for you and for the both of you. And the King of Wands really steps up. They're very good at getting things off the ground, and they can create a lot of fire and energy and passion and desire. The secret underlying question is this truly our new beginning? Yeah. The timing on this is the Three of Swords. Now that's quite common when there's big shifts going on in life, and we're like, okay, I want this thing, I want this thing, I want this thing, and then we get it, and then suddenly there's the, okay, well, this is where we are, and it's an adjustment of feelings, and it's trying to put the pain behind. But I do think there's things here in this whole process that have been so painful. You've been hurt, your person's hurt, and it's like, how do we put the pain behind us and form the relationship as it is now, and how do we repair any damage that's been done? And it's quite common, you know, when there's a big shift and can we really figure this out? Can we put the heartache away? And the timing on this is being honest about the pain, being honest about, do you know what, this whole situation really hurt me. And feeling like they've heard you, feeling like they've listened. The possible attainment, yeah, that's lovely. The 3 of Pentacles, and then we have the 5 of Swords. And picking your battles wisely and having more energy for the battles that you want. Your person's not going to just let you drift away, but I do think there's going to be a point where you just need to step back a minute and pull your emotions into a pot so that you can unpack them and figure out how you're truly feeling. The 3 of Pentacles is working as part of a team together, coming up with a plan, and then the 5 of Swords is the progression of that. It's like, okay, we've dealt with everything we've needed to deal with, now let's fight for our future. Some things are worth walking away from, some things are worth fighting for, but this is you both as a unit. Instead of your person fighting for you, it's the both of you going, okay, what do we need to do? Where are we going to go? What are we doing? What does it look like? I'm going to pull some cards from the Kipper deck. What do we need to know? What does the Kipper deck want you to know about the long-term future? Because it feels like 2 people that don't want to give up on each other. But it takes work, you know, with that 3 of Swords there. It takes work, and that's what the 5 of Swords is about, and the 3 of Pentacles. Let's work on this. Let's fight for this. Let's put the past behind us. Let's try and fix what's here. Occupation. Someone may be getting a new job to put some energy in. Someone is a false person, and that's the third party. They're going to keep coming back. And what they need to do is the third party needs to get themselves a job. They need to get their own income. But then there's a feeling they have a secret income, or they have the ability to do that. And then we have a privileged lady. The third party is always going to be jealous of you. They're always going to be jealous of you. And they're going to keep popping up. And that's where the Justice card comes in. Use the legal avenues to protect the both of you. Because it could feel, if they don't get, they're going to get a firm no. And they're going to have to keep having that said to them. And because if there's any leeway, they're going to keep coming back even more and more and more. And it's like an exhausting battle with them. They need to get themselves a job, but they need to focus on their own life. You know? But it feels like you then becoming in a much better place. Because it feels like in the very near future, you and your person really making choices and decisions together rather than waiting for them to make their choices and decisions. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you've made it to this point, you're now part of my secret Purple Heart gang, and I really appreciate it. Put some purple hearts and stars in the comments to let me know you made it right to the end of the reading. Maybe this resonated with you, maybe this connected with you, maybe you're claiming it for yourself, maybe you just like listening while you're doing other things. Private readings are always available, 24-hour delivery on, and I have full moon readings available to book for the next full moon. I will see you soon. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. Welcome to your pick a card tarot card reading. Your energy was drawn towards the Light Seers tarot deck. Let's start by pulling some charms. I'm going to pull some zodiacs. These can be sun, moon or rising of you or your person. We're looking at your third party situation. What do we need to know? Any energy checks, updates and information and all of the things. So let's pull some letters. We're looking first name, middle name, last name. If a word comes to mind, trust it. And then let's pull some charms as well. The more things that resonate, the more likely it is your reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't try and force anything to fit. If you've been brought here, you've been brought here for a reason. If this doesn't resonate, one of my other readings will. There's a reason that you found me today. We have Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio and Scorpio. P, S, U, D, J, W, Y, R, and an E. We have a little planet, which is the same colour as my nails. It's like a green. We have hope. A little blue butterfly. Another butterfly, twin flame energy. We have fabric scissors. Big old chunky scissors. I'm having my Nan's scissors. If you used them for anything, should tell you off. But don't touch them, they're my fabric scissors. We have a little white bunny. A cactus. And then we have a leaf or an angel's feather. So what do you need to know about your third party situation? I'm going to do a third party situation spread. I'll tell you everything I'm picking up and everything I'm feeling. There's a reason that you've been brought here today. So let's have a look. What is going on in your third party situation? Got the Ten of Pentacles, making itself known as financial choices and decisions that need to be made in this, because the Two of Swords was there as well. Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. You are always on my left hand side. Don't try and swap them up. Take what resonates, don't try and force it to fit. Down the middle is your person. And then down at this side is the third party. And when I talk about the third party, I mean that's the person that's furthest away from you. Whatever the technical things are, let's keep it simple. We're always concentrating on your connection with your person. And the third party is on the outside of that. So, let's have a look. Oh my goodness. The both of you are getting closer together. I don't know if you've given them directly an ultimatum, like sort this situation out or else, or whether you just have in your head, like if they're not sorting it out, I don't want nothing to do with it. You have the Ace of Pentacles reversed in the recent past, and then the High Priestess in the middle of you both, and then your person's had the Queen of Swords. And on the other side of them, we have the Justice card reversed and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This person has a feeling of abandonment. It kind of feels like they're probably an ex and you just like them to leave you alone. It feels like you've said to your person, or you've been thinking about your person, they need to get their ex to shut up. They need to get their ex to leave us alone and be in peace. And let us have our life together. And with your person coming in with the Queen of Swords, whether they're male or female, it's an energy of the Queen of Swords will be your ride or die. They'll be there for you. They'll do everything it takes. They'll try and guide you. They'll try and lead you forward. But once they're done, they're done. And because they give people a lot of chances, or they're kind but direct, and they'll make excuses or allowances, people mistake that for, well, I've just got a free pass forever. No, they do that. The Queen of Swords energy will do that in the hope that you're going to be independent, that the third party is going to be independent. But then there's a point where they flip, when they've had enough. We've got the Justice card reversed. And it feels like the Queen of Swords energy for your person. And it may also come from you of, no, we've had enough of this situation now. The Justice card is like an unfair situation. A situation that's been going on long enough, but the third party had plans in all of this and they have to be abandoned. All the time and effort and energy that they ever invested in this is, if they didn't grow, if the things that they needed didn't grow, that's their own fault. You've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed, which is just a little bit of anxiety. I want to get started, I want to get going. And with the High Priestess, this is your energy. You know how much you and your person love each other. You know that there was a point at which your person was like, no, right, this is enough, we're done. The ex needs to be cut off, completely cut off. And they are doing that. And it feels like one of the questions, if you were sat here with me, is like, are they just going to leave us in peace? I kind of feel like, yeah, because they're going to get the message that they have to. There's a feeling here that they're going to have no choice but to leave you in peace. So whether there's actually legal things going on here that will be like, no, right, that's it, go. You know, they have no choice but to leave you in peace. At the moment, your person is taking control of everything, then making the movement that you need them to make. You've got the Eight of Wands in the middle of you both, which is all the messages and the talking, and you've been in the Hangman, having to make a sacrifice to move forward, being in limbo, but recognising that this is moving forward now. This is a very strong unit. You and your person love and adore each other completely and utterly. The ex has the Tower, and then the King of Pentacles reversed in the middle of them both. There's no security here for the ex. The ex needs to go off now and build her own life. There's a moment of being set free, a moment of liberation. It does feel like there's been an authority, like step in and lay the law down, whether it's a professional person or a family member. It's like, enough is enough, you can't keep doing this. This feels like you and your person are very much on the same page, and you've been waiting for a while for all of this to be resolved. The third party hasn't got the money that they thought that they had, and it feels like there was at one point security here. There isn't anymore. There isn't any security there anymore. So the third party has the Four of Swords reversed, moving forward, which is isolation and rejection, not being listened to. We have the Six of Swords in the middle of them both, which is moving off in different directions, being guided forward and leaving all of the baggage behind. I'm putting a third party situation. The third party's read cards out of the way. And then your person has the Ace of Cups, which is just full of love. We have the Judgment card in the middle of you both, which is like, yep, come on, let's get going. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. You are stepping into your confidence, stepping into your strong energy of, wow, yeah, we've done it. It feels like your person looking at you and going, okay, what are we doing then? What do we want to do? But they look to you for guidance. They look to you for, let's make it work. How do we make it work? How do we do this? We want to go on holiday, and like, how do we figure that out? And your person really does think you're amazing, you know, and the disconnect from the ex has been a long time coming, and the ex would have liked to have had power and control over the both of you forever, and it's just not possible. It's just not possible. They can't do that. I'm going to do the long-term Celtic cross for you and your person. What do we need to know once you get to the Queen of Pentacles, stability, like, here we are, let's start, let's get going. What do we need to know beyond that point? The long-term future for the both of you. Is the ex going to pop up again? It feels like they're going to have no choice but to get lost, you know. The ex has no power here, and they haven't for a very long time. They may have been quite delusional, thinking that they had, but they haven't. They can't control everyone. And it feels like the ex is the type of person that tries to control things in a passive-aggressive way. Like, they pretend, I can't do this on my own. I can't do this for myself. And for such a long time, your person was like, well, I will help. Because they thought they were helping to get them on their feet and helping guide them forwards. But it was just making it worse, because the more they helped and done things for the ex, the more the ex was like, okay, well, this is my hook. I'll just pretend I can't do anything. So then they have to come and change my light bulb. And there was a point where your partner's like, no, this is ridiculous. This is not happening anymore. So the first card about the both of you is the Queen of Cups, the love that is here, and no one can take away the love that you both have. And then the Magician of recognising what's on the table and manifesting what's next. With my Celtic cross, the first two cards are all about the situation and all about the question. And it feels like over the next 12 weeks, your person's actually going to say to you, if it wasn't for you, we still wouldn't be together, because it feels like there was points where you were just a strong person. You were the one that has really stuck it out. I think anyone else might have given up on this, but you haven't. The ex wanted you to give up. So we have the Ten of Wands, which is the burdens that are here, but also making move and doing the hard work to make it happen. And then we, on the path that you're on, leaving the past behind, absolutely gorgeous. Onwards and upwards you go. Really moving from the emotional upheaval into a much more calmer, let's just keep moving, let's just see where we want to go. I feel that you may be going on holiday in the next 6 months that you really want to do, and it feels like at that point you and your person it just feels like happiness, because you're not on edge. I feel that before, when you've had time alone together, like quality time, like holidays, weekends away, there's always been an edge, because I think the ex has been able to pick up the phone and call your partner at any point in the past, and they would. And it feels like your person's like, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. In the recent past, we have the Page of Cups, getting back to all of the feelings that you both have. The both of you make each other feel really young and happy. And whenever I see the Page of Cups, it reminds me of music that just makes us feel young and fresh and inspired and in love and romance, and anything is possible. Opportunities to come, the Six of Pentacles, money coming in, money going out, equal give and take, the both you and your person putting into the pot, the both of you being able to take out of the pot and really communicating where you both go. You've got 2 sixes, you're well on the way to what's coming next for the both of you. The secret underlying question is the Knight of Rods. There is a question here with the 10 of Rods and the Knight of Rods. There's a question here: when will it be the right time to relocate? I do think there's going to be, in the next 3 years, a big relocation for the both of you. And now all of this is being resolved, and I feel that over the next 6 months is a real let's sink into our life and let's settle things down, and let's figure out what we want to do. And I feel after that, be okay, let's make that move happen, because you've got no reason not to. The timing on this is the Seven of Pentacles. Now the ex came in with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, which is abandonment. The Seven of Pentacles for the both of you is the time and the effort and the energy that you've both invested, and all of your seeds are going to start growing. It's long-term success. You're going from a 6 to a 6 to a 7. There's a natural path and natural progression. Possible attainment. You're already at the Two of Cups, but the love that you have can only get stronger. And I don't really feel that you've ever felt truly on the outside of this. I feel that you've always known that the both of you will get to a much more better place, where it is all about the relationship that you both have, and the outside noise is gone. But it's getting to the point where you're both in the same place at the same time and enjoying each other. Possible outcome is a King of Swords, and that's the strength of your relationship, the no nonsense of your relationship, the strong unit that you both are forming and have formed. And it's that energy of not being scared of cutting people off, not being scared of protecting the relationship. And I sometimes see the King of Swords as somebody that makes our brain tingle. I do feel there's a big relocation for the both of you. And one of you or both of you are going to be moving up within your career path to the point where all the ceiling is not there anymore. It's like, it's just an endless ladder of you can get to the top. Yeah, it just feels really amazing and exciting, and everything. And the ex is not in here, you know. So what does the Kipper deck want you to know? Any additional information? Gonna split the deck into 4. Wow, sudden wealth. Yeah, life just getting a whole lot better. And the main female, fantastic. The both of you onwards and upwards. You're going to be leaving the past behind. The ex is getting pushed out, shut up, shut down. And there's a big relocation for the both of you. Big relocation. for the both of you, and it feels really amazing. Going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so you aim to take you anyway. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you've made it to this point, you're now part of my secret Purple Heart gang. Put some Purple Hearts and stars in the comments to let me know that you got to this point. You either claim the reading highly resonates with you, or you just like listening while you're doing other stuff, and whatever it is, I appreciate you so much. Private readings are always available, and I will see you soon. Welcome to Hope to Have a Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. Welcome to your pick a card third party situation reading. I'm going to start by showing the zodiacs. So we have Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising of you or your person, a Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then let's just select a couple more. Zodiacs, what do we need to know about your third party situation? Pathways forward and all of the things. So we have Pisces, and then we also have Capricorn. Let's pull some letters. We're looking first name, middle name, last name, place name. If a word comes to mind, trust it. And the more charms that resonate, the more likely it is a message here for you today. And then let's pull some charms, some little signs and symbols from your guides, letting you know there's something here for you. So we have C, A, S, P, D, B, N, J, G, and another S. We have a hair comb. So with these, they have a deep and personal meaning. It's just your angels letting you know there's something here for you. The more things that resonate, the more likely it is a reading for you. And you've been brought here for a reason. So we have bananas, a key, and this key always reminds me of Skyrim. We have a little spiraling heart. There's been a reason that you've been brought here today. If this doesn't resonate, one of my other readings will. We have an affinity heart, a little converse, and then we have a little white heart. So many hearts. The white heart comes in peace. So what do we need to know about your third party situation? I think one of you's recently got a tattoo or planning on getting one that has a heart in it. So I'm going to do a third party situation spread. I'll tell you everything I'm picking up and everything I'm feeling. What messages are here for you today? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force it to fit. If it's for you, it's for you. If you're just listening along, welcome. Get a coffee, settle in. Unless it's 4 a.m, don't go drinking coffee at like 10 o'clock at night or something. So anyway, gonna split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. Down the middle is your person. Feels like there's a bit of no communication going on here at the moment. And then down this side is the third party. When I talk about the third party, I'm referencing the person that's furthest away from you. Whatever the technical thing is, let's not get it complicated. And then down the middle is the connecting energy. And equally, you're always on my left-hand side. If this doesn't fit you, it's not your reading. Don't force it. And then we have the connecting energy down here. It feels like there's no contact going on between you or your person. It's either no contact or limited contact. And yeah, let me just have a drink. That's better. Coffee fixes everything, doesn't it? Well, unless it gives you anxiety. It's like coffee. You don't know whether it's going to make you feel good or just make you hyperfixate on anxiety. But today it's good. Today it's good. Anyway, we're waffling. I think there's a little bit of avoidance going on here. I don't know if your person's ghosting you at the moment or if you're feeling like you're being ghosted. But there's definitely someone doesn't want this reading to go ahead. Because so far I've had a coughing fit, I've had a sneezing fit, and I've had to have a drink. And then when I start recording again, It's like, let's just talk about everything other than the reading. So the impatient ones of you, like, just get on with it. We just want to get on with it. But there's somebody here who's like, yeah, I want to know what's going to happen, but also I don't want to know. It's that feeling. There's a very heavy heart here at the moment. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, which is anxiety about what is on offer here, what is not on offer here. In the middle of you both has been the Ace of Wands. You both really fancy each other. And really annoying thing is when your person's showing up and being attentive, and I was about to say love bombing, and it does feel like that sometimes with this person, that they're over the top and they're very clear about how they feel and what they want, and it feels like you've been in a place of feeling that you don't have much security here. In a recent past or in the past between the both of you, your person is always messaging you. So this no communication or limited communication is different, or it may go in cycles of lots and lots and lots of communication, naughty, flirtatious, lovely, passionate stuff, and then out in the cold again. The third party in the past has had the Five of Wands. They love a little bit of drama. And then we have the Chariot in the middle of them both. It feels like your person trying to take control of whatever situation it is. The Five of Wands feels like people gossiping, information coming to light, arguments happening. Sometimes I feel it like it's a bit of a volcano, things brewing and erupting. And it feels like the reason that you're in limited no contact situation at the moment, because this person, I keep calling them your person, but I'm not sure if they actually are. And I mean that in a way of, I think you're kind of done with it. I think there's something here that you're just done with. And part of you doesn't want to be. The part of you wants the happy ever after with this person. But also it's very exhausting and it's very draining. And maybe that's why I had a coughing fit and a sneezing fit. It's like your immune system is just washed out, wiped out, just feeling like giving up on it altogether. But the person in the middle of all this has been very much trying to micromanage and control the arguments and the gossip and the drama and the upset and everything. This person's a very good talker. They can talk. You can put them on the spot and they'll very quickly come up with an answer, and they twist things. They're very good at gaslighting, and they're very good at dismissing, oh, you took that the wrong way, and they don't just do it with you, they do it with the other person as well, and they do it in everything that they do, work, family, friends. They do it, they're never in the wrong. This person is never in the wrong, and you can't win with them. Because they're the type of person that will go on and on and on and on until you just don't want to hear it anymore. Or they completely pull that energy away until you're so exhausted and so tired because you don't know what the heck is going on. This person knows full well what they do. They know full well what they do. And they're really annoying and frustrating. And I just feel like, goodness me. And if they lose you, which I think they're going to, because I do think it's going to be your choice to disconnect from this, they've only got themselves to blame, but they'll never blame themselves for anything ever. At the moment, you've got the Seven of Swords reversed. This is my pension pot for the future card. This is all about, what do you need to do today that your future self is going to thank you for? And when it's reversed, it's just taking a moment of, is this really what I want to do? And it feels like you making maneuvers behind the scenes. You're not asking this person for permission. Sometimes when we walk out of somebody's life, we blow all the bridges, or we send a message of, I'm just going to give them one last chance to stop me. But this feels like you're in a place of, and I think an important message for you is, you are allowed to be happy. You are allowed to make choices and decisions that benefit you. You are allowed and deserving of the good things in life, of true love, true everything, and having a rewarding, wonderful relationship. And because this person leaves everyone exhausted, when we feel run down and exhausted, we kind of feel, oh, this is all I'm worth. This is all I'm ever going to get. If I disconnect from this, I'm never going to meet anyone ever again. And I quite often refer to like some connections we come out of and we're like, oh my goodness, I never want to date again. I never want to see this person again. Ship them off to the X island. Let's forget they existed. And then after a bit of time, we're like, why did I even like them? What was I even thinking? And there's definitely one of my exes from a very, very long time ago that we refer to as my mental breakdown. What was I thinking? Why was that all happening? If you relate, you relate. But then there's other people that we come out of a relationship with or we come out of a connection with. We're like, well, that's a shame it didn't work. I wish them well. I'm going to see what else is out there for me. We still feel quite energized because it hasn't completely run us into the ground. There's something about this person that they destroy things. Because they soak up all of the energy and they want everything. They don't leave any oxygen for anyone else. And it's really hard. But the best thing that they're doing right now is the limited contact, because there's power in the silence. And when someone who is toxic puts us in a place of silence, it clears the air for us. We can breathe again. We have enough oxygen again. We're getting enough sleep again, just about, although there's still a lack of sleep here. But we start seeing things clearly. We start looking after ourselves, or we just have like headspace, and then we just start, it feels like a moment of you realizing that in this whole situation you've lost yourself, like you want to reconnect it with you again. And so in the middle of you both is the Justice card, which is truth and integrity. And the Justice card is sometimes, especially when it's in the middle of two people, I need to be really honest with myself about this situation. I need to see this situation for what it is. And the no communication at the moment is your power. You stepping back into your power. You recognising and seeing things, because you're no longer, the fog is clearing. And when the fog is clearing, we can see things for what they are. And how we really feel, and why am I putting up with this? And it feels like if you had a friend who come and explained this situation to you, you'd be like, why are you putting up with this? Why are you with this person? What are you getting out of it? You wouldn't want your friend to be in a connection like this. So why are you? But you're not. You already got your foot out. I don't know if you realise that you've already left this emotionally. You've checked out of this. There's still, maybe that's what the anxiety at the beginning was. It's like there's still an anxious anxiety connection. They still are, your nervous system reacts to this whole situation. Once that calms down, wow, where you go from there, all the things that are in front of you is amazing. So at the moment, your person has, not your person, the person in the middle of all this has the 9 of Swords reversed, stress and anxiety, sleepless nights, self-doubt. They're trying to decide what to do next. They've calmed things down in the middle of them and the third party with the Knight of Pentacles, and the third party starting to make choices for the future, making plans and stuff. The things here, that whatever this person had to go back and resolve, any arguments that had to be talked out of. And it feels like the person in the middle of this just likes going around telling everyone how wrong they are. You're really wrong. You got that all wrong. You misunderstand me. How dare you think that I'm like that? And they've smoothed the road there. So I'm going to do you a Celtic cross in a minute of where do you go from here? Because this feels like you're done with it. In the middle, the person in the middle of all this is the Queen of Swords. In the near future, they inflict pain because we've got Three of Swords reversed, and then we've got the 6 of Cups. The third party's never going to leave, because there's something with the third party who they have people around them that enable this relationship. And I don't know whether it's or you're connected, so you can't ever go. You can't. Better to be in the most horrific relationship than leave it. Nonsense, absolute nonsense. But maybe it's a family link, maybe it's extended family, maybe it's culture, whatever it is, and whatever arguments were happening and gossip was happening, that's being resolved, and that's like, just feels like they're going to live in misery, to be honest. Just in misery. Now, the Queen of Swords does what they want, when they want, how they want. Now, you have the moon reversed in the middle of you both. And looking fabulous is the Hermit, which is you disconnecting from this, you putting yourself first, you looking within yourself. And, you know, when we're thinking about relationships, we have to think about the type of relationship that we would like. And then once we have that, we know what we don't want. And there's a lot here that you don't want, and you haven't left yet because you've been giving them enough chances. Because this person's really good at gaslighting. This person is really good at smoothing things over when they need to. But this is different this time. The moon reversed is the feeling of you'll never trust them again. Secrets, lies, and even if there isn't secrets or lies, this is things that we feel are hidden in the dark and they become fears. There's a lot of anxiety that you have that's connected to this person. And the more you're away from them and the more silence that you have from them, the more you're not in a place of anxiety. You know, your anxiety is going. So let's do you a Celtic cross of step into your Hermit, step into your figuring out what you want, taking a break, disconnecting from all the nonsense, making it so that this person can't just pop back in again. They can't come in and upset things again. You can't keep going around in a cycle with them. So once you're in your Hermit, what does your life moving forward looks like at that point? What do you need to know for you? And if you really are done with this, make it so this person can't just pop back in again. Put your boundaries in, put your blocks in, change your phone number, whatever you need to do. Do what you need to do. And it's okay for you to do that. You're not the bad person in this. You're not a bad person at all. You're a very kind and compassionate and wonderful person. And you were hoping for the best, and you were sold. This person sold you something, you know, and you bought it. And there's no harm. There's no harm in that, but there's no shame in that. There's no shame in going, okay, this person likes me. It feels good. Anyway, moving forwards, we have the first card for your Celtic cross, the Three of Cups. Leaning into your friends and family. Because this is a no contact situation, we move into a place of anxiety. We're like, I need to hear from this person, otherwise nothing's going to be okay. And so then we attach, everything will feel better once I hear from them. No. When you're in no contact, especially if you get any urge to send them a load of messages, message someone in your contacts who you know that when they see your notification, they're going to be picking up the phone, they're going to be reading it, they're going to be happy. Whoever it is that you send memes with, your parents, your friends, people who start connecting with people again. When you're ready, start rebuilding those positive connections, human-to-human connections that you have with people, to start rebuilding your confidence in people do like me, people do love me, and there are rewarding connections in your life. Very rewarding connections. And really lean into that, because the more that you lean into that, the more you will personally reject the nonsense that this person has given you. But when we're in a place of anxiety, we hold on to the thing that makes us anxious because we're scared of letting go of it, because we're so wound up about it. But start reinforcing your positive connections with people. The Seven of Wands, all about the question, stand your ground for what you want and get defensive. Put your boundaries in. Stand your ground. You're a strong individual, and we don't really like hearing that, but you're much stronger than you think. You're much more determined than you think. And you're so done with this. And you know, to get back on a good path again for you, it's leaving this behind. And you will. There may be a couple of times that this person tries to reach out, but if you make it very clear you don't want to hear from them, and you don't have to tell them that either. You can do that in silence. You can make it absolutely impossible for this person to contact you. And that speaks a million words, you know. And it'll make them mad, and it will make them, they won't think about what I've done wrong. They'll think bad things. They'll push it onto everyone else. And it'll make them, maybe it'll give them a bit of anxiety. So the Nine of Pentacles, wonderful. Your independence. You're almost like there, like it feels like you've already checked out of this. You're already on this path to putting yourself first, figuring out what you need to do. And the Nine of Pentacles is your confidence, your stability, having what you need, no one coming and ruining it. It's like just appreciating and having gratitude for everything that you have around you. Because when we're in a place of anxiety, we don't realise what we have. And then once you start nurturing the positive relationships that you have with people, friends, family, whoever, people that make you laugh, people that make your heart sing, people that you want to, just check in with, people that you want to share things with and everything. Once that starts coming in, you'll be feeling much stronger. And when we are really strong, we don't put up with nonsense anymore because we don't have time with it, because we're so busy doing other things. The path that you're on, open up to love, getting emotions back in check again and filling your cup back up. The Ace of Cups is all about you recharging your batteries. You have a more than enough love for yourself and for anyone who is a positive connection in your life. You don't need somebody who's just stealing all your energy. Energy vampire. You don't need that. In the past, we have the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is celebrations in the past, marriage in the past, house moves in the past. But also there's a feeling here of remember what you want from a relationship. Now, the Four of Wands is celebrating life with somebody and people around you celebrating. And it feels like, would I be proud to bring this person, to introduce them to everybody I know? And if you get I don't know if I can, what would they think? Are they going to behave? They're probably not for you, and it feels like wanting to be in a place of introducing your person, because you do have a person in your future, and be really proud of them. But also that Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, is when we're a single person and we get invited to places. And we're like, oh, should I take a +1? Who should I take? Go on your own and have your head up high, because you can guarantee that whatever function it is that you're going to get invited to, and normally you'd have been like, oh, don't want to go, I don't have a partner, don't want to go, I don't want to have a partner. You go in there, you look amazing, you have your head up high, and there will be couples in there who are absolutely miserable, and there will be people looking at you going, think, gosh, they're here on their own, and they're having a good time and they're connecting. And you can guarantee there'll be couples in there who get in a taxi to go home and argue, or even argue in front of everyone. There's no shame in going to places on your own, because it sets an example to other people as well of, I can, you can. You don't have to stay within the nonsense. You can thrive and blossom and be out there. I think for so many decades, it's like, if you're single, you have all the people going, why are you single? It's like, it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing anymore. It's not seen as that anymore. It's inspiring. Live your best single life and make sure you make the most of your single life, because you're not staying single. So it feels like between now and your next big relationship, enjoy yourself, so that when you get into that relationship, you have memories. You're like, I done this on my own, I done that on my own, and I went here with my friends, and I done that with my friends, and just feeling happy and charged up, and there's no one popping in and messing with your head. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, doing the hard work, making the most of the skills and the natural talents that you have, money coming in towards you, focusing on the things that are just your natural born talents that you're really good at. Put your energy into there. Everything else will follow. All the things that you're passionate about, get on and do them, because all the rest of the things will follow. The secret underlying question is the Six of Wands. Am I on the right path? Yes, you are. The Six of Wands is your glory, your fame, your rewards, being rewarded for what you do. The timing on this is the Eight of Cups. Move forward, take from what you need, and get going. This is a new journey. This is lifestyle changes, personal development. You moving into this wonderful strong place of your own, you know. Possible attainment, the Page of Pentacles, and then the Seven of Cups. What do I do then? The Seven of Cups is doorways being opened. The Page of Pentacles is the beginning of something new. If there's education that you wanted to do, if there's a promotion you want to go for, if there's a business that you want to get off the ground, get off and do it, because it's going to open up doors. The Seven of Cups, I sometimes see them as doorways. You can have doorways open and options open. And because you're not drained and full of anxiety and stressed out, you're going to be in a very confident place where you can make really good choices and decisions for yourself. And it's like, wow, okay, we go onto a stepping stone, and then by getting on that stepping stone, it opens up more ground, it opens up more options. Continue on your path, continue on your journey. Just take a minute into the hermit. It's okay for you to do what you need to do for you, and move forwards and nurture the good things in your life, because you've got a lot of good things in your life. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so you take you anyway. And thank you so much for being here with me today. If you've made it to this point, you're now part of my secret Purple Heart gang. Put some purple hearts and stars in the comments to let me know that you've listened right to the end. You either claim the read and it resonates with you, or just like listening along while you're doing other things. Whatever you're doing, I really appreciate you. Private readings are always available. Full moon readings are available to book for the next full moon, and I will see you soon.